the phantom rider of Deadwood Gulch. In the untamed wilderness of the Old West, nestled between the jagged peaks of the Rocky Mountains, lay the infamous town of Deadwood Gulch. This was a place where lawlessness reigned, and the spirit of the Wild West lived on in the hearts of its ruthless inhabitants. The townsfolk of Deadwood Gulch had heard whispers of the Phantom Rider, a legendary figure who emerged from the shadows only on moonless nights. He was a ghostly cowboy, his silhouette obscured by a tattered, hooded duster and a wide-brimmed hat that concealed his face. It was said that the Phantom Rider was a vigilante, a spectral presence who sought vengeance against the outlaws and criminals who had plagued the town. Those who crossed his path were marked for a fate worse than death, for the rider was rumored to be no ordinary man but a vengeful spirit from beyond the grave. One fateful night, a group of roughnecks, led by a notorious outlaw named Black-Eyed Joe, plotted to rob the Deadwood Bank. The town's lawmen were powerless against Joe's gang, and the Phantom Rider was their last hope. As the gang prepared to strike, a moonless night descended upon Deadwood Gulch, and the chilling howl of a coyote echoed through the streets. Suddenly, the rider appeared out of the darkness, his horse as spectral as he, with eyes that burned like embers in the night. A tense standoff ensued as the Phantom Rider confronted the outlaws. The night seemed to thicken with tension, and the air grew cold. The rider's presence sent shivers down the spines of the gang, for they knew that death had come calling. With a movement as swift as the wind, the Phantom Rider drew his six-shooter and opened fire. Each shot struck its mark with supernatural precision, and Black-Eyed Joe's gang was sent scattering, their screams piercing the night. But the outlaw leader, Black-Eyed Joe, refused to go down without a fight. He faced the Phantom Rider with cold, merciless eyes, and the two engaged in a deadly dance beneath the moonless sky. The gunfire was deafening, and the fight was relentless, but the Phantom Rider's bullets always found their mark. In the end, Joe lay lifeless in the dust, his face forever etched in terror. With his mission complete, the Phantom Rider disappeared into the night, his ghostly form fading into the darkness. The townsfolk of Deadwood Gulch would never forget the night they witnessed the vengeance of the Phantom Rider, a spectral cowboy who had rid their town of lawlessness. To this day, the legend of the Phantom Rider lives on in the heart of the Old West, a reminder that even in the most lawless of places, there are forces beyond the mortal realm that can bring justice to the lawless and strike fear into the hearts of outlaws.